I've done a bit more work today on the talk I'm giving tomorrow in Perch. I always feel like the final straight is the most exciting time, and also maybe the most motivating time for me to really kind of knuckle down. That said, I haven't spent an enormous amount of time on it, but I do feel that it's a subject that I'm talking about that I feel very, very comfortable and confident about. Yeah, although it is something I have prepared, because I need to have the flow and the sequencing of everything, and I'm doing a couple of new bits in it. Anytime I'm talking about something I'm totally comfortable like this, it's so much easier. And also stories, bringing in stories. What I'm trying to do more of now is to not just bring in stories of myself, but kind of almost case studies, and people who have had similar experiences to those who are in the room, and or in a similar situation, shall I say, and have gone on and done X, Y, or Z using certain bits of information. So that's what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. Now, I have heard back from the organisers for tomorrow's little event, and it doesn't sound like there's going to be a massive audience. In fact, they even said to me, "Look, do you want to reschedule it for later on in the year?" They've just kind of launched this co-working space in Bicester, and I really want them to do well, and I'm sure that they will. But at the same time, I wasn't ever expecting a massive audience. I guess really it depends on kind of what they mean when they say there's not going to be that many people there. So I've asked them to kind of clarify that. I don't really want to have gone through all this preparation, although I'm sure I'll be able to use it someplace else. I don't want to have to have gone through that and then to not have an opportunity to practice, to deliver. Otherwise, it's like, well, what was the point? That's the thing with any talk that I give. It's not just about the time it takes me on the day, it's the preparation work, the headspace. We've had a good bit of back and forth. I've been thinking about this for some time now, and plus the actual time that I've dedicated to it. So any talk that I give isn't just the case of how long does it take me to get to the venue, how long does it take me to giving a talk for 30-45 minutes. There's an awful lot of mental and practical preparation that goes into it. So I'm fairly committed to giving this talk tomorrow, regardless of how many are there. And I've done talks with a small handful of people in the past. Obviously, I like doing it, giving talks with bigger audiences, but the dynamic's very different when there's a small group, and it becomes a lot more like a conversation than it is just a one-way monologue. And I want this to be something that people can get involved with anyway. I know in half an hour there's a limit to how much information I can share as to do this, do that. I can't exactly deliver a full blueprint for improving health and well-being in just half an hour, but I do want to be able to answer some specific questions and to tailor it on the fly, if you will, to what people are going to value and benefit the most from. So I have got back and said, look, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. So just let me know what the numbers are looking like, however bad it might seem. I'll get the experience from that. Maybe I just need to kind of be a little bit more careful with the, where I decide to speak in the future for any kind of complimentary / free talk. So this was arranged quite a while ago. I'm still not averse to doing free talks in front of the right audience, and there are other factors with this one. It's my assistant's sister and brother-in-law's operation, so there was a bit of that involved as well. But anyway, that aside, I feel like I'm just about ready for tomorrow. Whatever happens in the morning, actually, I'm over at the secondary school, the local secondary school, doing something. I'm not actually sure what it is exactly that I've said I'm going to help out with. Human library, I believe it is. So I'm assuming it's kind of I don't have to prepare anything. I think it's just me turning up and being available for people to ask questions to. I think that's what I might. Maybe I'll check on that just in case there is anything I should have prepared or that I'll need to do. But anyway, that's what I've been today. What I've been up to. I've got a coaching call in now. Coaching calls in earlier on today. I've kind of really back into the swing of the coaching, and I love the coaching calls. It's completely different to speaking in front of an audience because it's just one-to-one. But I always feel like that's where I get my my real inspiration and my real in-depth understanding as to what is really going on, not just what people are going to say in a group, in front of what they'd risk saying in front of other people, or what I think they're thinking and think that they're doing based on the theory and what people tell me. But actually, working one-to-one, I get to really go deep, and that's, I think, something that I'll always be grateful for, the opportunity to have that level of in-depth insight into what's really happening inside people's heads. So I've got a call coming in just a moment, so I'm going to check out there, and I'll be back in again tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes. Maybe, once again, maybe this will be the time where I actually get someone to film me doing some speaking in front of the audience tomorrow, however many that happens to be. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.